Welcome to Motivated Living.
Change is on the horizon.
Hey, what is up, wonderful world of YouTube? My name's Chris. You guys are tuned in to Motivated Living. Thank y'all for joining me. Today I'm going to do something a little different. Yeah, I'm driving. Sorry if the lighting's a little off, if the phone's bouncing. I've got a CD mount holder and I haven't figured out how to fully stabilize it yet. I apologize. But it doesn't mean it's going to affect what I've got to say. Now, this is a tag video tag/challenge per Mr. John Harper. You need to check his blog out on fragrances. It's called Musings of a Fraghead. Sorry, I'm paying attention. The roads are a little rough. I'll see if I can't get a link down in there for it. But what it's going to be is it's how fragrances help me or may have saved me. So as I drive to the post office, I figure I'd do this. And hopefully the lighting's all right. I apologize if it isn't. Let me see if I can't help it a little bit better in here. Now, originally, like when I was younger, I remember having basic smell goods like Avatar and Aspen and Gravity, and then came Tommy and Nautica. But fast forward a long time later, and that sun's bright. Many years later, I'd gotten into sales. Was pretty good. Actually, I've been in sales most of my life, but a big memorable two of them: Victoria's Secret's Very Sexy for Him 2 and Aqua di Gio, the OG, which I just got a bottle and it doesn't have the oomph that it used to from back in the day, but it's still good. And then fast forward even more as to how I really got back into fragrances and how it's helped me or maybe saved me a little. There was a time where a gap went by. About a decade of my life had passed. Due to some poor choices, I wasn't in the best of places. I won't fully go into detail, but I had gotten into some trouble over dealing cocaine. And, I knew better. This was a rough place. My father had committed suicide right around that time. Being someone who isn't profane, I knew better. And like I said, in a lot of videos, I am all about being upright and squaring my actions. So I knew better, but when starting new, I had, just for liking to sell things, for lack of better words, I got into the oils, the fragrance oils. So I started buying bulk, like quarter-pound bottles, pound bottles, and then I'd buy the little glass vials, fill them, and was taking them to the place I was working at and was selling them and make really good. Paid my truck payment at the time every month from it, and it was a lot of fun. The whole family did it, my wife, daughter, and myself. I would decant them, or however you said, just pour the oil into one bottle, and one would put the roller ball and the lid on, another would make the labels, and that's kind of where it started then, but not seriously. I got into, I'd go to the dollar store and grab some little cheap fragrances, and just a quick to smell good, nothing real serious at the time. Time continues forward, and I know it's kind of weird, but I met a guy off of one of the garage sale sites, and he always had great deals on fragrances, so I'd buy them, and then I'd resell them or keep them. And I come to find out he was boosting things, and he ended up going away out of our life. But I'm just being canny with you guys. This is full frontal. I'm not pulling any punches. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not scripted. I'm not going to lie to y'all. And, that's just what it is. So moving forward, my wife has a plethora of health issues. I mean, a lot of health issues. And so it came to where, I got the motorcycles, and it was me searching for something to try to cope with things and depression's serious. It's something I battle with all the time. And then I started, first I stopped drinking because I was one of those guys who drank all day, every day, and constantly. And come to find out, my family was like, "You're an asshole." And forgive my language, but looking back, I guess I was an asshole. But they like me better sober now. It's been 3 years without any of that. So it's been quite a journey, I guess you'd say. I feel better. So that crutch I was using actually was keeping me down, the drinking. It did more harm than good. So once that went away, I kept looking for something to fill a hole, fill a void. And so with that being said, I ended up getting more and more fragrances. I was finding places through eBay, buying little cheapies, and then I found the discounters, and now I'm just nuts in it for over the last year. And have developed an appreciation and a love, like learning all the notes and the perfumers and how they're therapeutic, how certain ones make you feel certain types of way or help you to feel certain types of way. And that's how it's helped save me. And it's helped bring the family together too, because it's one other thing we can talk about, and it's continued growth and learning things. And I like that. And they like that too. They'd rather me smell good than be stumbling and bumbling around. But ultimately I was looking for something a crutch, to replace a crutch. And that's what brought me back to the fragrances and got me really into them again. And I dove in wholeheartedly like how I was when I was drinking. And it helps. I'm always searching for that other gem. And that's the bad thing about looking for something else to fill the void, is I'm learning, and I've already known, it has to come from within. So when you're looking for that peace, you need inner peace before you can have outer peace. Backing up, being more in a nutshell, ultimately when I started Motivated Living, the channel, it was to share things I have learned that have helped me change my stinking thinking, or pull my head out of a rut, or keep me on the planet. Certain things that have helped me. So the channel started by having these positive talks as a means of, I got a good feeling sharing stuff that I believed could help somebody else who needed to hear it at that point in time. And a lot of people may not want to hear some of the stuff I say, but there is the chance that there's that one person who needs to hear something and may save their life. And that's ultimately why I started Motivated Living. And now the fragrances got introduced and are a big part, because they're a big part of my life. And they're a big part of helping me feel better and do better and be better. It helps uplift me in times needed, just like some of my talks, as I would like to say. And I guess that's about it in a nutshell. I do appreciate y'all listening to me share this, and I wanted to do it. Sorry, the air just kicked down, this auto air thing. I wanted to do it where, instead of writing or typing it out, where I had a bunch of time to edit and correct and try to be perfect about it, because striving to be better all the time sometimes brings me backwards, for lack of better words. So I just wanted to, boom, put it right out there for you guys. And that's what this video is. And I definitely appreciate you, John, for putting this out there, because it helps me keep myself in perspective and think, because I wasn't going to do it. I was talking to Ricky Civilized Redneck and Matt, the Georgia Gent, last night. We talked quite a bit, and they're good friends. And I shared a little bit about how it's helped me, deal with, I've had them thoughts that are bad thoughts that end everything, like giving up at times. And there's times to where the fragrance stuff has helped, or the YouTube hitting the play button, the record button has helped. And the story I shared just now is what I was sharing with them. And I wasn't sure about sharing this with everybody, but I'm going to. And I do thank you guys for listening. And you don't have to comment or anything. If you do, that's awesome. I always encourage comments. And I always invite you guys to like and subscribe. Love to have y'all come back and join me. And as always, be blessed. Have a good day. Smile. Look for something good in your day. And be happy, man. We only got this one life. Let's make the best of it. Thank you, guys. Peace.
Motivated living.
Changes on the